Today, I'm going to recreate the Minecraft movie in Lego. From recreating scenes like and
chicken jockey,
making all your favorite characters and even a chunky Steve. And believe me, you don't want to miss any of it. Anyways,
let's Minecraft!
So the Minecraft movie just came out and I'm feeling pretty hyped like everyone else, so I went to the Lego store and bought some of the new sets that just came out. They had a couple, but I had to end up going to Target to buy more, and here they all are. And the first thing I had to do was break free my boy Steve.
I'm Steve.
But before I could build the rest of the Minecraft sets, I decided I needed to drive to the theater to see the new movie for some inspiration, and more importantly, to take some notes.
Chicken jockey.
I had a really great time. My personal favorite parts were
Flint and steel. They love crushing a loaf.
Yeah, that wasn't my theater. Mine was pretty empty. Now as a child, Steve yearned for the mines, but this old miner wouldn't let him in. Anyways, Steve grew up and worked in a boring, dull office that sells doorknobs, and he really hated life. But one day he finally decided to return to the mine, and after dodging the old man, he made it into the mine shaft. And in the shaft, he found this thingy and this other thingy. He put them together and created an orb, which opened a portal to this place called
the Overworld!
And the first set Steve wanted to build in the overworld was the Wolf Stronghold. And the thing about this set is that on top of its normal features like trees, torches, and even
crafting table,
it was also designed to look like a wolf, specifically Dennis, Steve's pet wolf, who started off as this evil wolf with red eyes until Steve tamed him using a femur. And there were some other details in this set that I'm sure we'll get to soon. Because Steve spent the next few years testing his new powers. He built a theme park with a working Ferris wheel, had a panda party with some very cuddly Minecraft pandas they got in this set, as well as a village, which I'm gonna crack into for some figures, but build in a little bit. While Steve was messing around and building all over, he came across this broken down portal, and with the help of some
flint and steel,
he entered into this unknown, dark, and scary underworld where all the people who don't hit the subscribe button go, called
a nether,
which I still have to build. So I got cracking on this nether portal ambush set, which had the nether portal itself, nether trees, nether magma cubes, and a hoglin. I also put in these piglins as well as the evil pig queen of the nether, Malgosha. And she wants to destroy all creativity, especially in the outer world. Steve didn't want this to happen, so he gave the orb to Dennis so he can go and hide it in the real world. So Dennis went out of the portal and went to hide the orb under Steve's bed in the little town of Chugless, Idaho, which it also happens to be where the heroes of our story are. Like this guy, Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison, a washed up gamer who just got an eviction notice on his store. He thought he could make some money by buying some junk that also included the blue orb, but instead he ended up even more broke than he was before. In fact, he was so broke that his car broke. I can relate to this. Speaking of cars, this one just sped by with our two other characters, Henry and Natalie, who just moved to Chugless and bought Steve's old house from this lady, Dawn. And on his way to school, Henry actually ended up running into Garbage Man at his shop and found this cube orb, which has a note attached to it that says never to combine them or else terrible things would happen. So like smart people, they put it away and wait, he combined them, didn't he? Yeah, anyway, it started guiding them directly to the mine shaft. Natalie was worried because she didn't know where Henry was, so she called her real estate agent, Dawn, for some reason. Then they checked his tracker and saw he was at the mine. So they followed him there. Inside the mine, there was this portal thing, the same one that Steve went through when he found the outer world. And one by one, it sucked them all into it. And they all landed in
Overworld!
They started exploring, checking out all the cool trees and animals that existed in this Minecraft land. And then very suddenly, things got dark. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's those skeletons from earlier. Wait, skeletons? Everyone started running and Garrett even got split off from the group. The skeletons kept chasing them and there was even a skeleton spider jockey. But then Henry had an idea. He was gonna build a fort. And while I got to work on that, Garbage Man hugged a creeper, which made a big
oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh!
And this shot him all the way to the top of the tower, which I just finished. But now the zombies are after them, and there was only one person who could save them.
I am Steve.
Steve made sure to fight every single one of those skeletons and zombies until they were all gone. And then it became daytime again, and he met with our friends from Chugless for the first time. He also decided to help them get home so that way he could find his good boy Dennis. And with that said, they traveled to our first Minecraft movie set, the Gas Balloon Village Attack. Is that a spoiler alert? Steve went to show them around his village, which came in this set, and the box itself was a little different from your average Minecraft box. Since the movie's live action, the box even has real grass. I haven't touched that in a while. The first stand I set up was a small one where these super creepy looking villagers sell fish, vegetables, and because they're vegetarians, even some bread.
Whoa, 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 who are these guys?
Oh, these dudes? They're the villagers. They're total pacifists and vegetarians. You don't bug them, they won't bug you. They just like to chill, trade, and eat buttloads of bread. They love crushing a loaf.
But before I build the next stand, I made this little pig with a special print on its face of a fellow block building YouTuber, Technoblade.
Whoa, is he some kind of king?
No, that's a legend. Anything you can dream about here, you can make. Zero limits. Relax, it's just an iron golem, local security force. But they're a bunch of big softies.
And next we have to build my absolute favorite part of this village, the Minecraft version of Chick-fil-A. And now that the building is finished, I just needed to add our Minecraft chicken and lava. In the movie, there was also a big chicken on top of the building, and the Lego version has this too. And this chicken literally lays eggs.
La 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 lava, chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as heck.
And the last building I had to do was Steve's armory. And not gonna lie, I thought it was kinda lame, so I built my own armor set.
Welcome to the stash. TNT, firework rockets, also good for propulsion. Boots of swiftness, diamond armor, full set, and blades for days.
And now that we have an armory, we can take a look at our crafting table.
This is a crafting table. Here's how it works. You place these elements, and you got yourself a sweet blade.
The last thing I had to do was head back to the nether and build the gas so that the piglins use as hot air balloons to attack the villagers. And they were off and flying. The gas even started shooting fireballs at the village, and the piglins were scaring the villagers. They even split up the squad while the boys were escaping, and they had to fly, making one of the funniest scenes ever.
We're not gonna fit. We're too chunky. I'm ordering you to make a full man sandwich. Okay.
Well, now that that's done, the boys needed to go to the Woodland Mansion to find the cube that will get them all home. But I still have to build it. And it's another one of these realistic Minecraft sets. I started by building this square for the ring where Garrett will fight the realistic looking baby zombie alongside this oversized chicken, making this the ultimate. Then I wrapped up building the rest of the arena so the
Chicken jockey
could fight. But who's he gonna fight? Garrett, obviously. And the last thing I had to do was add these paddles to keep score. All right, now we can recreate the scene. And who knows, maybe you could get a W here.
They want me to fight the chicken?
Chicken jockey.
The next section I had to build was the part of the mansion that had the torches, an axe, and a chest with the cube orb thing. And when Henry went to go grab it, he ran into the Enderman. The Enderman tried to manipulate Henry and then go in for the kill, but Henry outsmarted it and ended up killing it. And for this great feat, he got
An ender pearl.
While that was going down, Natalie and Dawn were lost out in the woods when a scary wolf approached them. Wait a minute, Dennis? Dawn gave Dennis a femur, which made him good again, and then he was gonna take them straight to where Steve and Henry were. And now that Henry got the cube and made it back, the boys are ready to get going. But unlucky for them, there's still one more thing I have to build from this set. The Great Hog. Oh no, there are more piglins too. He ended up on this bridge, and Garrett saw a gas balloon, so he threw Henry onto it.
Yeah! Slime cube! Come on, Garrett, jump! No, Steve, get him out of here!
Garrett, you don't have to do that!
Tell my story in song! Keep it metal, keep it heavy. Real instruments. We're going down!
The two are both safe in the gas, but Garrett sacrificed himself on the bridge so that way he could escape. And now I need to build them this mushroom house set so that way the squad could get together, regroup, and mourn the garbage man. But hey, at least Steve and Dennis are finally reunited. Meanwhile, Malgosha was building a huge nether portal to come and destroy the outer world. But Steve and the squad are gonna have to do everything they can to stop it. Steve got in his diamond armor, and the rest loaded up their inventories. And they even upgraded the iron golem. Oh no, they're here. But wait, if the pigs don't attack the golems, they won't attack back. Way to go, Travis. Yeah, that one little pig started a massive fight that broke out between the golems and the piglins. And honestly, the piglins were no match. Dawn also kicked butt by using wolves to attack them. And yeah, this fight was about to be epic. As Steve was taking on Malgosha in his new armor, she almost instantly destroyed it. But Henry by far did the most brave thing and destroyed the giant nether portal using his
Ender Pearl.
And after he destroyed it, he started to fall and was saved by none other than Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. And now the portal is destroyed and all the monsters started to die, ending Malgosha's evil reign, even with her couple of little knives. And now everyone could go back home alive and rock out with Garrett, but now they were all best friends. Today I'm going to be upgrading and improving minifigures from the Minecraft movie, from this basic Lego Steve to the rest of the cast. And stay tuned, because things are going to get chunky. Anyways,
Let's Minecraft!
now for the Minecraft movie, the characters don't look like your average blocky Minecraft minifigures. These ones are a little more people-like. So I cracked into the first Minecraft set and took out our boy Steve. Now I'll be honest, this Steve minifigure is pretty lame. It doesn't capture the legendary beauty and pizzazz of Jack Black like in the movie. His beard isn't fluffy, his belly isn't chunky, and he doesn't even have his
Diamond armor, full set.
so we gotta fix that. So the first thing I wanted to do was make it this epic beard. So I 3D printed this one, and then I started to get painting it, and we painted it 2 different colors, both brown and gray. And we got something that looks like a beard. I popped it on and it actually looks pretty good. Now next I wanted to give him some tummy, so I took out my model magic clay and then put it on this torso and got the cutting. And to make the color blend a little bit more with his actual shirt, I had to paint the clay and let it dry. And like that, we have chunky Jack Black. Now the next thing we have to do is the diamond armor. And to accommodate the diamond armor helmet, I need to shave a little bit off of the hair mold. And I'm gonna do this kind of in an illegal way. Yeah, I gotta destroy a Lego piece. So I took a box cutter and started just kind of chipping away at it, slicing off different layers like an ogre. Because when you put it on the normal hair, it kind of just pops off. But able that, I was able to work the hair in, and now you have a fully functioning diamond armor helmet. Now to do the rest of the diamond armor, you obviously need to do it on a torso without the chunky body. So Steve's gotta hit the gym. But then I put it back on the thinner Steve, and it looks pretty good. Last thing I gotta do is give him the diamond sword, and I think this looks way better than the initial version of Steve that Lego made. Now next I wanna upgrade our boy Garbage Man Garrison. And by far the worst thing about him is the hair. Like, dude, they literally made hair for Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Why couldn't they just have used that? Anyway, this has gotta go. And I was thinking, what's the best hair alternative I could do? So I went to check out my minifigure hair pieces, and I found this one, which I think will be perfect. And yeah, that looks pretty good. I think it matches Jason Momoa's beautiful hair in the movie. And you could switch him around to have his 80s glasses on his face. Now next I also do want to get some pants that are a little more accurate. So I went back to the minifigure parts and I saw this piece. Yeah, that'll do pretty good for Garbage Man pants. I mean, they literally are from the pants of a Garbage Man minifigure. Now we just gotta pop them on. Boom! All right, I think that's a much more accurate looking Garbage Man. And he's gotta be ready because he's gonna need to fight the
Chicken jockey.
who we're also going to be modifying. All right, now the next character we need to mod is Henry. And honestly, he doesn't need many mods. He did come with a little satchel in the set. This is what held his orb. And I could also give him one of the halves of the orb. And I think they nailed his height. I think his hair is perfect. And I even like his scared face print. And even his happy one isn't that bad. The only other thing I could think to give him was this little Lego juice box. You know, because he's still a child who goes to school and drinks juice. All right, get out of here. It's Natalie time. Natalie's obviously Henry's sister, and Lego again did like not the worst job in the world with her. Personally, I like her face variant where she's, you know, like scared. It's like that scene where she first ran into the iron golem. Yeah, my only objection to her is the hair. What is that? What is this goofy hair? That does not look like her hair. She had much more like rounded hair. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, I made a substitution that I think looks much better. I lied. No, I don't. Yeah, no, Lego, you got it right again on this one. That's my fault. They did a pretty good job. All right, now I have this Land Rover, and you know who that means is coming up. It's Dawn. And they made it worse because do you know how often people wear orange pants? Like, literally never. When's the last time you've worn orange pants? Exactly. The only minifigure I could find with orange pants was Emmett. And those are a little more detailed, so like we could totally replace those, and it looks much better when the pants are detailed. Like Lego, why didn't we detail up the pants? Seriously, it's stupid. I think they actually did the best job they could with the hair given the circumstances. And all the promo images did have her holding a shovel, so I gave her a shovel. But overall, Lego did a pretty good job with these three, so we gotta do some more that they didn't do a good job with. Specifically, my favorite power couple from the movie, the Villager and Marlene. Oh right, they didn't make Marlene. She was like a main character in the movie. If you don't remember, she was like the principal who started dating Mr. Villager over here. So we gotta make her. Back to the parts bin. I also just remembered I had this extra tub of faces. Oh yeah, I think I just found one. All right, that's gonna be her face. Now we need some basic blonde hair. There we go. And the last thing I need is the torso, but there aren't very many good pink ones here. So now my options are between the Barbie one and this character from Young Sheldon. Yes! There we go, Marlene. Wait, we need to recreate the scene.
Oh my God, are you all right? Your head is huge.
All right, now I'd say we're looking pretty good, but we still have some big characters to make. The next character I want to make is Malgosia. And for her, it's gonna be pretty simple because I'm not doing a brick built one. So I took this really dark brown cloak, which is something that she wore pretty frequently in the movie. And then I also gave her this gray cloak from one of the Disney minifigure series Ghost. Specifically this guy. I named him Bob. Hi, Bob. Say hi, Bob. Hi, Bob. Yeah, and the last thing I had to do was give her a pig-like face, and I had two options. One, make her a piglin, but that was pretty generic. Or two, Miss Piggy from the Muppets. Yeah, this is completely lore inaccurate and looks nothing like what she looks like in the movie. But I'm gonna give her some sneak attack knives because that's what she does. Oh wait, and I also wanted to give her Travis the Piglin. You know that guy she's always yelling at for screwing things up? So I just grabbed a regular piglin, like this one, and then we put a bow and arrow on him. Because you'll remember, he single-handedly started the war with the Iron Golems.
Real smooth, Travis!
Alright, get you two out of here. There's one more piglin I want to build, and it's Chungus. He's that piglin with the funny voice that was killed by the giant piglin. Yeah, this one they made into a giant build. And the thing about Chungus is he's chunky. And I want to make him chunky. And the easier way to make someone look chunky is to make them short. So we got some new legs, push it down, and now all we have to do is do some special effects, stretch out the screen, and boom, you have Chunky Chungus. Yeah, okay, that wasn't very special. Now there are a few more characters we have to do, like Technoblade. So for him, I got this regular pig Minecraft minifigure, and then I printed out this sticker of Technoblade's face. And it's very easy because they're both square shaped, so you don't have to really do a lot of special cutting. And then you just print it on sticker paper and attach it to the pig. And now you have a fully functioning Techno Pig.
Whoa. Is he some kind of king?
No. That's a legend.
Alright, now this next figure is probably the least accurate that has ever been made from this entire wave of minifigures from the Minecraft movie. And it is...
Chicken jockey!
Now for scale purposes, here's a picture from the movie of the chicken jockey and Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. And here it is in Lego. As you can see, not very size accurate. In fact, the only thing that may be size accurate is the actual head of the chicken jockey. See that? All right, we're gonna get rid of the giant chicken. All right, so to make a custom chicken jockey, I'm starting with this 1x1 brick, and then I'm gonna build a little body of a chicken here. We're gonna get this 1x2, and then we're also gonna put on this little piece right here of a gullet. And then on top of it, we're gonna put the chicken. Now we have a fully functioning little chicken for him to ride. So next I stacked up 3 of these pieces. You could just use a 1x1 regular brick, but I think this looks a little more textured and it gets some more movability. And then you put the chicken jockey head onto it. And now you have a size accurate chicken jockey. Look at that, look how much better that looked. I actually saw someone take this one and put the brick heads of the creeper on top of it, making a fully functioning one. I don't own that because it's really expensive. But this low-key works just fine. And the last character I wanted to make was Alex. And to do her, we didn't really see her face, so I'm just kind of guessing what she looks like. So there's Princess Leia's face, and here's some red hair. Of course the curl's on like the wrong side, which is annoying, but it gets the job done. Oh, also there's the Enderman, but he's already perfect. I don't need to change him. And with that said, those are all of the Minecraft movie characters I could build in Lego minifigure form. The Minecraft movie is full of memes, and today I'm going to recreate all of them in Lego.
Chicken jockey!
Anyways,
Let's Minecraft!
so the first scene I wanted to recreate is the first scene in the movie where Steve yearns for the mines as a child.
As a child, I yearned for the mines.
Now the mine shaft was built into this mountain, so the first thing I had to do was assemble the entrance to the mine, then build a mountain around it. Then I also wanted to make a sign that made it very clear that children were not allowed. Since Lego didn't make one of those, I kind of made my own. After I popped down some trees, a bunker, then I put down these various different yellow and gray bars to represent the oil rigs that were behind Steve in the movie. And now the only thing left I needed were the minifigures. So I grabbed the chicken jockey Lego set and had to break out our boy Steve.
I am Steve.
And now I have a fully functioning Steve minifigure. I just needed to de-age him, and boom, now I have a fully de-aged Steve that can yearn for the mines. And there's only one man that could stop him. Yeah, him, that old guy from the movie that just, I guess, lives inside the mine. Bro, what are you doing? But now what I can do is simulate the scene in a shot-for-shot recreation.
My name is Steve, and as a child, I yearned for the mines. Come on, get out of here! No, I did a terrible thing. I grew up. And then I remembered. I couldn't give up on my dream. The mines!
Now the next scene I want to recreate is where Steve combines the thingy with the other thingy to make it to
The overworld!
And I got to reuse a lot of the same parts from outside the mine shaft that would be great for a scene where Steve is finding the thingy and the other thingy. And I made those using these clear 1x1 tiles.
I mined my brains out until I found 2 mysterious artifacts. This thingy and that cool thingy. And when I put those 2 thingies together, it opened a portal to another world. The overworld!
Wait a minute, how did I create this whole overworld? Well, after 2 days of cracking at world building in Blender, we ended up with this animated world which looks insane. And instead of spending $150 million like the movie studio, I made this whole thing on the budget of a lava chicken. And a stupid amount of time. Now in the overworld, anything you can imagine, you can create. So I made this animation of Steve building Minecraft blocks. And this next meme is one of the best ones because it's
Flint and steel.
So I had this broken down nether portal built out of Lego. Then I had Lego Steve pop out this slope piece for flint and this bucket handle for steel, which he then threw at the portal and made a fully functioning purple portal.
We just opened a portal to a totally new dimension. The nether.
Wait, did we just do 2 memes in one bit? Yeah, I think we did. The next meme is a recreation of where that creeper snuck up on Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison and blew up in front of him. I feel like he shouldn't have lived after this scene, to be honest. But first I gotta get this creeper, and then I slowly guided him to sneak up onto Garrett.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Now the next meme I have to build is one of the biggest ones from the whole movie, and it's the one where Steve says,
I am Steve.
And for this I had to build the giant castle Henry built to protect the squad from the zombie skeletons and spider jockeys, which were very real in the movie, by the way. And then I had to make this recreate the scene where Steve took on all the different zombies.
I am Steve.
Alright, now for the next scene, I needed to crack open the Midport Village Minecraft movie set. And there are a lot of memes that could happen in here, like,
Oh, these dudes? They're the villagers. They love crushing a loaf.
That's a legend.
Relax, it's just an iron golem, local security force.
And of course, we can't leave out.
La 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 lava! Chicken!
So I put together all the buildings in the village, from the trade posts to the armory, and even Steve's lava chicken joint. Alright, so the first thing we gotta do is with the villagers.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Who are these guys?
Oh, these dudes? They're the villagers. They're total pacifists and vegetarians. You don't bug them, they won't bug you. They just like to chill, trade, and eat buttloads of bread. They love crushing a loaf.
Now after Steve actually introduced them to the villagers, there was this little pig guy that walked by.
Whoa. Is he some kind of king?
No, that's a legend.
This was by far one of my favorite references in the whole movie. But there's one more thing that the team has to learn.
Anything you can dream about here, you can make. Zero limits. Relax, it's just an iron golem, local security force. But they're a bunch of big softies.
And then I have to do the last scene here is Steve's lava chicken joint. I built up the joint and a giant chicken on the roof that lays eggs. And then of course the lava that actually, cooks the lava chicken.
La 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 lava. Chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yeah.
Alright, let's stop there. Because next we gotta go to the stash. And I built this custom stash with everything from the movie in it.
Welcome to the stash. TNT, firework rockets, also good for propulsion. Boots of swiftness, diamond armor, full set, and blades for days.
And the last thing we had to pop down was a crafting table.
This is a crafting table. Here's how it works. You place these elements, and you got yourself a sweet blade.
Now the next meme I need to make is one of my favorite ones that I haven't seen anyone do yet. Now the first thing we had to do is have Garrett kick Henry off the table, then the rest of them had to go. But of course you'll remember Steve didn't have wings, so he had to jump onto Garrett, which is where the line comes from. So what I did was I actually filmed him in front of a green screen on one of these puppet rods, and then we spent our time again in Blender animating a whole background scene that looks really cool, and here's how it looks. But there's one more scene that we have to do while they're flying.
Unit, make a full-man sandwich! Okay!
I don't know how this made this into movie theaters for little children to see. I was a little concerned. Alright, I don't even have to say which scene this next one is.
Chicken jockey.
Alright, the first thing I had to do to build Chicken Jockey was crack open and build the rest of the set. I assembled the chicken and the baby zombie and started working on the ring, which we'll see more of later. Alright, and I popped Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison onto one of the fight cubes and the Chicken Jockey onto the other one.
They want me to fight the chicken?
Chicken jockey.
Alright, now that was epic, but the next thing we need to recreate is the fight with the Enderman, so that way Henry can get a brand new
Ender Pearl.
So I took this portion of the mansion and had Henry go around searching for a new half of the orb, when all of a sudden the Enderman appeared. And Henry killed him, and for his troubles he got a brand new
Ender Pearl.
The next meme I had to make was when the boys were escaping on this bridge from all the piglins. This is also where Garrett sacrificed himself and threw Henry onto the gas. And that's when Steve did this iconic line.
Slime cube. Slime cube. Come on, Garrett, jump!
No, Steve, get him out of here!
Garrett, you don't have to do this!
Tell my story and song! Keep it metal, keep it heavy. Real instruments.
And obviously after this scene, the bridge exploded. Honestly, I thought the way Garrett survived was because the slime cube fell with the bridge. Spoiler alert, by the way. Now the next Minecraft meme I have to do, I'm actually gonna have to build a set for. And it's the
Big old red ones. Big old red ones. Big old red ones.
specifically the one the squad stayed in the movie. So I got this big old red one and got to build it. And that was basically every meme I could think of from the Minecraft movie. With the exception, of course, of
Water bucket, release!
So sorry to all my water bucket fans. This is a real Lego Steve, and this is an illegal one. And today I'm going to buy, build, and blab about Minecraft minifigures and craft together some lore. So grab your chicken jockeys and Lego. Now many years ago, Lego released the first ever official Minecraft sets. This was the biggest collab back then because the two unstoppable companies that made bricks their main business model were combining forces to make the ultimate toy, of which I have spent many hundreds of dollars on. Now, some minifigures are harder to come by, which is why I just went on eBay and bought over 25 illegal ones. And they should be here right now. This is a Minecraft box. All right, let's see what mystery minifigures we're gonna get in here. All right, we're gonna crack it open from this side, and we're gonna skadoosh. And there are all of the mystery bags for Minecraft. All right, now it looks like we have some instructions under here, so I'm gonna try to not peek at those. We'll just use them for when we need them, and we'll pick out our first bag. All right, let's pour it open. Oh, that looks like a zombie creeper. And there's our first Lego Minecraft minifigure, the zombie. These guys did appear in the Minecraft movie, so they'll be useful. I'm gonna give him a 4 out of 10. All right, next one. We're gonna crack into it, and it is, aw man. What are the odds of that? We also got a creeper. Oh, I'm actually excited about this. Oh, I've never owned a creeper like this before. It's got the full walking pattern, so now Jason Momoa can go up and give it a hug like in the movie. I don't know if you noticed, but the box has a little bit of a theme going on. All right, our first creeper is getting a solid 8 out of 10. I love it, it's great. Here we go. All right, let's pick out our next one. I'm gonna reach into the back so we get something a little different. I'm so excited. Let's go. All right, who's it gonna be? Yo, is that Steve in his iron armor? Okay, that's pretty basic. Still gotta give it some time, check it out. Where's the face? There it is. All right, the thing I'm happy about is we've had no major misprints as far as I can tell, which is saying a lot for these knockoffs. Okay, that's pretty good. We're gonna give him his armor though. So I think it goes on this way. Yeah, so you can see his little chest popping out. Then you can give him the helmet and of course, his bow and arrow.
I am Steve.
His helmet does come off super easily though. Yeah, like that. All right, we're gonna get the next one. Whoa, this is a chunky one. I wonder what this is gonna be. Maybe it won't be a minifig. Maybe it'll be a build of some sort. Oh, wow, that is a lot of black bricks. Now, based on what I could see on the instructions here, I think this is gonna be the cave spider. I could be wrong though, but I'm gonna make a guess and say it's the cave spider. Anyway, let's build. All right, these guys are actually pretty cool. They have fully functioning legs. They go up and down and everything. And they can also be ridden by any minifigure with like 2 normal legs. So that's good. And they can walk across the screen while you're hitting that subscribe button. Yes, you, hitting that subscribe button. I'm looking into your soul, you better hit the sub button. Oh, and the spider gets a 6 out of 10. All right, next up we have the next bag. What? Wait a minute, there's not even a torso here. Who is this? Oh, this is Blaze. Okay, interesting build by the way. Blaze. All right, so we need to like do this and then add like these clear parts to make it look like Blaze is flying, I think. Okay, that's interesting. All right, and now we just gotta put up the guns. It's like a gun Christmas tree of some sort. All right, and we're gonna just put his head there and boom. That's interesting. Okay, wow, neat, I guess. I'll give it like a 4 out of 10. Not my favorite build. All right, I'll be honest, selection's been a little lame so far. So I'm hoping we get some slammers, baby. Let's go. All right, that's a chunky pack. It's barely holding in there. Let's just rip it open. All right, white pieces. Oh, wow. Wait, is this what I think it is? Yes, it is. It's an iron golem. Finally, some epic boys. These guys were so cool in the Minecraft movie, and I'm so excited to actually have a second one. I have like one from one of the Minecraft sets, but now I have 2. So I have closer to an army now. All right, now I'm gonna have my boy with the big fingers build it. Here's the boy, here he is, the Iron Golem. 10 out of 10. Looks beautiful, has this beautiful print on the main torso area up here. He's got some on the arm action. He also has a just gorgeous, very Shreksy face. Yeah, you heard me right. I said Shreksy. Best figure so far. And he's not even a figure. And the build was super easy. Let's do it. All right, this one we are going to do next. Honestly, my next big hope for a figure is that we get an Enderman. I'd love to get an Enderman. Oh, it's Alex. Sweet. All right, Alex is super simple. Pop in those arms and a bow and arrow. All right, and we're still going to shoot for getting the Enderman next, but I honestly wouldn't mind if we got some pigmen. Oh, okay. Interesting one. I believe this to be one of the player skins. Yeah, I think that's right. All right, we'll pop in the arms. We'll pop in the arms, the hands. Yeah, this is one of the classic player skins. I think it looks solid. Kind of looks a little too close to a creeper, like anti-player skin. I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. It's better than your average minifig. It'll go right there. All right, next up, we're going to go for this bag. By the way, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. It'll help other people see this video, and if you like it, then that's really helpful. Oh, hey, we got a villager. Is this like a special kind of villager? I don't think so. I think this is just a normal villager. He kind of hits you with that noise. Yeah, okay, this is just a perfectly normal everyday villager that doesn't do anything special other than get hit by Henry's principal's car. 8 out of 10, I love him. All right, next up, we're going to grab this one. Honestly, I should like put these in a claw machine and then I get to do like a double mystery. So I have to play for him and then I have to do this. All right, yo, it's Diamond Armor Steve. Whoa, oh, that's so cool. All right. Gonna put on the hands. The whole body's a lightest shade of blue, which is interesting. Here, we'll make sure to stack on the armor first. And then we got Steve's head, works perfectly. And the last thing we have to do is put on his helmet. Oh yeah, and his sword. Aw man, now we're ready to fight the Ender Dragon. Steve's gonna go ham. All right, there he is. 10 out of 10, I love this figure. Alrighty then, let's do the next one. Yo, is that a zombie pigman? Oh, is that what I think it is? I think it is. Ooh. It's a kaboom box! More specifically, TNT. All right, let's just lock in the arms, hands, and feet. Oh, the feet are already on. I'm glad I don't have to plug in all the legs. That would be really annoying. Sweet, and we got a pigman with a TNT box and a brown wooden axe. Honestly, because he comes with the TNT kaboom box, he gets a solid 9 out of 10. All right, next on. All right, I'm hoping we get some pigmen. If not, I won't be super disappointed, but I would like some pigmen. And of course, the Enderman. Who's this gonna be? Ah, I think this is another skin. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's another player skin. Yeah, that's a player skin. That's cool. I kind of like that they're throwing in all these player skins. Gives some diversity. I don't know if this one's been made in official Lego before. He's also the first Minecraft minifigure to have feet printing. 10 out of 10. Who is next? All right, let's see. Oh, this is Steve in his gold armor. It looks like we're getting all variants of his armor really early on. All right, so this is his like second most powerful armor. Gotta give him his knife, gotta give him his helmet, and skadoosh. Now we have easy, medium, and hard. Honestly though, I still think this one goes the hardest. It has the most color variation. All right, next one. All right, please be an Enderman, please be an Enderman. Oh, wait a minute. It's a snowman. Oh, more specifically, a snow golem. All right, his build should be pretty simple. Gonna clip it up. Sweet. All right, he low-key could like be both a Halloween and a Christmas decoration because the head is kind of pumpkin looking, but the body's kind of snowman looking. I like this one. And the best thing is he could shoot people. Wait, not me, right? Well, Blocky's really happy that they don't work, but that's gonna hurt their ranking. If you're gonna include the function, make sure it works. All right, next one, let's go. Oh, let's go. Is this the witch? Oh, I hope this is the witch. Oh, it's the witch. Let's go. Ha. Oh, sweet. That's so cool. All right, now he's got 2 hats. He's vibing. Villager Witch, instant 10 out of 10. These two are gonna become best friends. Maybe start a family together. We'll see. All right, here we go. Next one, let's see it. Okay, here we go, And, okay, we have brick. Oh, it's a sheep. This is gonna be one of the easier animal builds, luckily. I think we just gotta do the legs like this. Yes. All right. And then we do another layer. Then we do this. And then we do this. And then there's this extra piece I guess we could put here to make it more fluffy. Yes, that's a fluffy sheep. All right. Sheep's getting a 10. Epic. Love it. All right. Next one. Let's flippin' go. If we don't get an Enderman, I'm gonna cry. All right. I think this is another skin. I could be wrong. It's another player skin. 5 out of 10. Here we go. Bada boom. All right. Here we go. Oh man, who's this? Oh, it's the wolf. We're gonna say this is Dennis. I think this is Dennis. I have no proof it's Dennis, but I'm gonna say it's Dennis. For those who didn't watch the movie, Dennis is Steve's wolf that he just adopted. He saw that wolf and is like, mine. Wolf's almost done being built. Now we just gotta build him a tail. Skidoosh. Oh yeah, Wolf's getting a 10 out of 10. And we still have 10 to go. All right, let's just dump the rest of these out of this box at this point. All right, this is a chunky one, so I'm hoping it's a big build. Ooh, getting gray, ooh. Oh, wait a minute, that's the Wither. It's not the Ender, it's arguably cooler than the Ender. It's the Wither. I didn't even know it came in this. You have 1, 2, and the third head is like printed on a tile? What? That's so cool. All right, let's build it. All right, we got most of the torso built. Now I just get a tag on head number 1, head number 2, and head number 3. I honestly don't think that Lego has ever done a Wither before, but these are a really cool mob. I really like them. Not the most accurate in the world, but honestly, I'll take it. Solid 7 out of 10. All right, next figure. I think it's just another skin. Yeah, it's literally a black torso with like eyes. 1 out of 10, I don't care. All right, this is the current situation. Everyone's looking pretty vibes, especially our boy Dennis. All right, next one. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Oh, let's go. I think this is the Wither skeleton. Sweet, these guys have a really long leg. Whoa, got some calves on this guy. That's crazy. Oh, and he comes with an extra arm. So now he can be like General Grievous from Star Wars. Oh, this is vibes. Oh, this is epic. All right, Wither skeleton might be my new favorite other than the wolf and our boy, the Iron Golem. I'm giving him a solid like 9 out of 10. Love it. All right, next one. Oh, please be Enderman, please be Enderman. Oh, skeleton. I think this is just a plain skeleton with armor, nothing crazy. So this is what he would look like normally without the helmet, and then you can put a helmet on him and give him a pickaxe. So now I can go mine. Let's go. I'll put him here with some of the other mobs and skeletons. Oh, they're such a good team together. Next one, and then we're down to our final 5, I think. Who's this gonna be? Is this Herobrine? I think it could be. I think this might be Herobrine. I could be off. I'm not 100% sure who this is. I think it's Herobrine. Tell me in the comments down below, because honestly, I have 0 clue. I think it's Herobrine. I know I'm saying that wrong, but that's my guess. Comes with purple pants and toes. So like that puts him like at a 5 out of 10, but nothing crazy. All right, it's not the final 5. We still have more. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, you guys see that? It's a pig. I'm gonna name it Waddles. Let's go. Oh man, I'm really excited about this. I was hoping we would get some animals. I think we should be getting a horse in this lot too. I could be wrong. Oh man, imagine we got a horse, a sheep, a chicken. Someone say chicken. No, not yet. No, not yet, Steve. You can go. Don't worry, we'll get there. All right, here we go. Next one, please be Enderman, please be Enderman. Oh, it's a moo-moo. All right, guys, we're just gonna make the cow build itself. Ready? Countdown from 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's a cow and it has udders. Yeah, that's a pretty normal cow. I'll give it like a 4 out of 10. I'm calling them a moo-moo. As long as there are no mushroom moo-moos, right? Next one we have, we're down to our final 4, is super big. So I'm hoping it's who I think it is. Yes, Enderman. All right, Enderman, let's get you built. All right, so the first thing we gotta do, tile out your sides, give you some studs so that way that the arms can adjust. All right, I had to like have these weird pieces because the normal ones weren't going in, which is a little bit of a derogatory mark on these guys, I'll be honest. But we could put these in, and then like that, instantly you have a fully functioning one. Here you go, there's your Enderman. But of course they want me to give him this little box, but that's super simple to do. You just gotta put this together on each side, and then it'll grab it from both sides. All right. And there we have a fully functioning Enderman. Let's go. Oh, he's gonna totally suck the souls out of somebody today. All right, yeah, he's my favorite. He wins, he gets all the awards, 10 out of 10. And that brings us to the final 3. We're gonna go with the littlest one. There's not many more I actually want. I think we should go for the ocelot. Wait, is this the ocelot? Guys, did I just like predict that? Yeah, it's the ocelot. All right, and here we go. Ocelot, very cute, 4 out of 10. Not that cute. You can go with all the other animals. I will anxiously await my horse. We got one in here that's really big and one in here that's like medium. So we're gonna do the medium one. And then we're getting to the last bag. Yes, yes, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's a villager, guys. Oh, that's so good. Oh, they look epic. I love this. I love all my villagers. They're all going to be used. 10 out of 10. I'm a villager fiend. I love villagers. All right, the last one I hope is my horse. Yes, yes, it's the horse. It's the horse head, like in The Godfather. All right, here's the horse. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Before we finish, we need to do something special. Yes, Steve on a stallion. And yeah, that's literally all of them. All right, that's about 29 total Minecraft characters. If you like this video, watch this one over here. You'll surely like it. We do a ton of gaming videos on this channel. And if you're not subscribed, like, dude, what are you doing? We're almost at 100K. Come on, man, you can do it. I believe in you. But seriously, God bless and stay awesome.